So today I had planned an opportunity to hang out with Jonas from That Park Place, and it didn't quite work out. But I need to dive into a story that he and I are either going to cover a little later today or tomorrow, depending upon when you see this video over on That Park Place. And it's worth your while. In fact, it's worth your while to check out That Park Place live on Thursdays, anytime that goes live, which is usually right after the 6 Minute Daily, my show that is every single weekday. Now, this particular story is all about Disney's new boss. And maybe not the new boss at the moment, but the new boss that could be coming and likely is. In fact, I would suggest that this is kind of an announcement of a coronation, so to speak. And we'll get into that in just a moment. But first, let me remind you that, well, that's Disney's new boss, but I'm my own boss, which means that I have beachpunk.us. I'm one of the 3 owners of the company. I have lots of merchandise and everything else it takes care of me, takes care of my needs, takes care of the opportunity for you to support me and all the future projects we have coming up, including the new studios. So go down here to beachpunk.us, listen to what Punk Waddle's saying there, and check out the shop. I think you'll find something. All right, on to the story now. Of course, Disney's new boss here. Now, if you're unfamiliar with this man, this guy has a chin that could cut glass. He is maybe he's Glass Joe. I don't know, but he is somebody that's rumored to be in line for the top spot at Disney once we finally get rid of Uncle Bob. So let's jump right into the story, or should I say job application for Mr. Mayer. That's right, Kevin Mayer, who was a top Disney executive for a long period of time, and then went into business with another former Disney employee, Tom Staggs, to form Candle Media. And as the co-leaders of that organization, they have a little bit of experience with acquiring things. Sounds an awful lot like Uncle Bob. But from the article here from Fortune, and this is Massimo Marioni, I hope I got that right, says that Kevin Mayer is a prime contender in the race to succeed Bob Iger as Disney CEO, and has mapped out what he sees as the must-have traits for the next chief executive officer of the Mouse House. Well, as Mickey would say down here with his little call for help, they definitely need it. So moving on from there, and I have something funny to share with you in just a moment, so stick around. You're going to want to. Boasting a rich history of the entertainment behemoth dating back to 92, Mayer's track record is punctuated by pivotal roles. And that's right, he did go out of his way to get Disney Plus into your hands, whether you wanted it or not. And he's also probably responsible for making sure Disney got a hold of BAM Tech, which is instrumental in making Disney Plus work. But so he exited Disney in 2020, along with a lot of people. Did you notice that? To helm short-form video platform TikTok, which, well, he didn't last very long in that gig. And his tenure was cut short amidst escalating pressure from a particular administration over the platform's ties to a foreign company that Disney is happy to hold hands with. That's right. I'm talking about China. So anyway, he moved on, and since then, he redirected his expertise towards both the booming realms of streaming and digital content as the founder and CEO of Candle Media, and boasting an impressive portfolio which he acquired from the likes of Reese Witherspoon's Hello Sunshine, which is, believe it or not, if you want to become incredibly successful, all you have to do is start a book club, if you have a name, that is. If you have some kind of notoriety, start a book club and then sign a deal with everybody who comes on there that they can come on there free to promote their book, but they have to give you first dibs on the rights at a given rate. That's kind of what Reese did. Pretty cutthroat businesswoman there, but pretty smart at the same time. But so you have obviously Hello Sunshine, which has access to the franchises Coco Melon. I wonder where that is right now, and Blippi. Now, having returned to the Disney fold as a strategic advisor, along with his partner, buddy, his pal, Mr. Staggs, Mayer's insights have become increasingly coveted amidst a continuing speculation, that's the right word, surrounding his old boss's succession. That's right. There he is pictured in Qatar. Let's see. So, 3 traits the Disney's next CEO must have. Well, hopefully they fit right in your wheelhouse there, my friend. Says, speaking on stage with Fortune's, wait a minute, Massimino Marioni. Uh-oh. Maybe this is why I wanted to show you guys the story. Oh, there it is. Who wrote the article? Massimino Marioni. Huh. Oh, it's a job application, folks. That's what it is. Seriously. I do know some things. Anyway, so he outlined the 3 indispensable attributes necessary for the next occupant of the world's most coveted, or one of the world's most coveted, corner offices. Well, yeah, that, and it has a shower in there. You get at least 2 showers a day out of that, right, Bob? Anyway, Bob is tough to replace. Bob. We saw that the first time around, and throwing major shade at Chapek. Chapek was pushed out for a whole other reason. Bob Iger is an incredibly capable CEO. He knows his company inside and out, which means he's to blame for all the terrible that you're getting right now from the Disney company. He and I made those content acquisitions, partnering up on those things, that really changed the face of Disney, not only Disney, but also entertainment industry, yada, yada. A Disney CEO really has to understand brands, okay? Influence and the influence and power that they have, okay? And the responsibility that goes with having those brands, which I would say they've destroyed the brands. So well done. You definitely didn't understand them. And I'm not sure this is a great way to cozy up. But anyway, furthermore, Mayer underscored the imperative for a fusion of creativity. How much creativity have you seen coming out of Disney? They just got rid of their live action film boss. I think you probably saw that over on That Park Place. Jonas and I talked about that. If not, you will hopefully get a chance to check out that video. We actually did 3 videos together recently. But anyway, shrewd business acumen. Where? Iger didn't see what was coming. He destroyed the company over some political garbage. All they had to do was not be in front of it, not be pushing it within their walls, and Disney would be positioned for success. In fact, they would be unstoppable right now. Disney would be such a powerhouse, every other studio would be trembling. That's not where they're at now. Anyway, no one is irreplaceable. Wow. That's true. But anyway, creativity and shrewd business acumen to navigate Disney's multifaceted operations spanning theme parks, paid TV channels, consumer products, and sports. Well, there you go. The problem is Disney hasn't done well at any of those categories for quite some time, but they have to be creative, but also substantially sophisticated business person. It's a multifaceted company. That's true. Acknowledging the daunting task of filling Iger's formidable shoes, Mayer said, Bob's a great CEO and very difficult to replace, but no one is irreplaceable. I agree, and I think they need to replace him with Rasulo or maybe even me. I think I have more qualifications than Bob Iger right now to run that company because he really doesn't understand what he has, and he doesn't understand exactly how poisoned his well is, and his well is very, very toxic at the moment. So anyway, pressed on his potential candidacy, and here we go. This is how we know it's a job interview. He remained coy, quipping, no comment on that, but I spend a lot of time there. Yeah. Going to bring in this guy who went outside to make his fortune because Bob didn't want him to be there in the first place. A lot of these people will return to the fold if given opportunity. Now, I wanted to add something funny because this is funny, haha, in a way that has a lot of like schadenfreude. Now, I just want to show you something that I think is funny because it's funny because a lot of people took it seriously. And this is that, pay attention to where you get your news. If it says Mousetrap on it, it's satire. Don't run with it. So anyway, according to Mousetrap, Disney's adding urinals to all the women's restrooms. No, they're not. But this is funny because they actually do pick out a beautiful restroom complex that's on Disney's property in the Magic Kingdom in Florida. But anyway, so Disney World is adding urinals to women's restrooms. This is an effort by Disney to be more inclusive. This is a picture of the bathroom in the men's side, by the way. Good photo editing, truly. Anyway, they want to ensure that people are more comfortable in their bathrooms. So There you go. According to an official spokesperson, again, this is satire, adding urinals to the women's restroom provides a safer and more inclusive atmosphere for everybody. However, many see the potential problems with this. In fact, many are wondering who will actually be using the new urinals. Meanwhile, many women are complaining that replacing stalls with urinals allows for less capacity. Interesting. This increases the long lines inside of women's restrooms. This is the newest development in Disney's removing all genders from their bathrooms. This is so funny. Again, this is a mousetrap. So it's definitely satire, and I'll show you that in a second. As you might remember, this caused quite a bit of concern, allowing men to use the restroom alongside women. This, of course, is a small part of a larger debate, yada, 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 yada. So, again, this is funny, guys. Don't take it seriously. So make sure to follow us, subscribe to emails, yada, yada. To stay up to date on more very real Disney news, like this totally made-up story, there you go. Be sure to follow Mousetrap News. So there you go, and you can definitely check that out. They're a place to get some funny. And I hope everybody does pay attention to what sources they're getting their news from, because this could really be a problem if you don't. Anyway, back to the problem at hand. They do need to have a succession plan in place at Disney. They certainly don't. And what I thought was really funny was it's the Massimino Marloni that actually wrote the article about Massimino Marloni interviewing, well, potentially the new boss down here, Kevin Mayer. Oh my goodness. What do you guys think? You think that this is a little bit funny, a little self-serving, an advertisement, not an advertisement, but an application for a job? I think it is. Would you think that Kevin Mayer would be a good replacement? I mean, this is a guy that participated with his buddy Staggs at trying to get more money out of your wallet. He was basically the guy that came up with the failure that is Disney Plus right now, amongst other ideas. And really looks up to Bob, and for all the wrong reasons. Again, I'm not sure I necessarily want this man leading the company, but that's my opinion. I'm interested in yours. So let me know your thoughts about this story, and the funny one as well, down in the comments section below. And as always, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others. And until next time, see ya.